This European Cricket Network event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software and Paramatch.
Very warm welcome to the studio, of course. Pleasure to be on debut in the studio, has to be said. It's nice, it's cool, it's a little bit different to what you're normally used to, but I certainly am looking forward to this one. Of course, you can see their players and officials all out there at the GB Oval in Budapest, Hungary, and we're ready to get things underway. And it's going to be Manas Mishra to get us underway, as this one could be gone first up, and is. What a great start that is, and it doesn't get much better than that for Donabagdani as the Eagles lose their first on the first ball. It's a royal duck, and it could be an early sighting of Derek. That's a super start for Donabagdani. They're down on numbers, but I tell you what, they're going to give it a good old go out there, aren't they? What a start that is. A representative team, and this one is going to get carved away. This is a really nice shot from Jahan. This is where we've seen him be very, very crucial for this Eagles side. Certainly be good fun. Looking forward to that one. Well, it's an overcorrection, and this is going to be another boundary. So back-to-back fours. Zaidi not quite hitting the mark. Our records have been set, of course. Well, wide full toss and takes it on. Doesn't really get the middle, but this is going to race away. Bit of work to do for the fielder. Well, he gives it the old assist, doesn't he? Of course, Cobras is here now qualified. This one, miscue up in the air, and it's going to run away towards the boundary. Sort of stepped away. The Royal side have all stepped away from their classic orange that they've done for a good number of years. Wild swing, and it's going to be a celeb appeal from Mishra, and it will be to another degree of success. He picks up his second, and I could just see that Khan was looking frustrated, wasn't he? He missed out on a couple of deliveries that were probably there to be hit. But unfortunately for this one, he just misses out on it. What the whole idea of what we're doing here on the network. Again, another full delivery, finds a leading edge, just gets over the infield, and now a big chase on for Sheikh, and he's not going to get there. So a boundary for Gupta, who's in at 4. Needs a response to Zgabani. This one is beautifully played by Gupta. Well, the first boundary was not quite the prettiest, but this one, well, I tell you what, this one might be up there for one of your shots of the day. It's in the slot. It's just a nice cover drive. He's going to be Sheikh, and he's going to start with a gun D delivery. And this one is going to go towards the boundary. And it's going to be a 6 to start. So Maximo, first one of the innings. Thumped into the onside, and that'll be 1 bounce, 4 more. So Jahan once more getting into a good little rate of scoring. Add another couple, because this is going to be a fine tickle down towards the vacant fine leg area. Another boundary. They're going to put a decent total on the board here. Gundy delivery. And it's going to go towards the rope. Not quite good enough from Hasibi. Started with a Gundy delivery in his last over. He's going to start one here now as well. Nice little partnership now between these two. And he's going to pick this up and launch this over the top. Watch out, scorers. That's going to be a serious hit from Gupta. Races into the 30s with that one. Maximo down the ground. Well, happy feet moving. And, well, the line doesn't move with him, but the ball does. And that's a glorious shot. Goes into over the top of extra cover. And that's going to be 6 more. That is glorious from Gupta. This is a really nice display of hitting. Goes again. And this is thumped down the ground. Bit of work to do for the fielder, but it's well watched by Daifule. And they'll get a single. So Gupta will keep the strike. Oh, dear. They're going to come back for a cheeky 2 here. And they're going to be gone. Well, that was almost suicidal, really. Didn't need to take it on, because Gupta was going to remain on strike with the single. But Jahan just sort of offers himself up as a sacrifice, trying to get a sneaky single. And he will have to go. Again, he was just sort of struggling to find the strike, really. You see here, there's a misfield from Narishaman, but it ends up being pretty positive for him as Jahan tries to come through for a cheeky extra single, but he won't. He'll go for 30. Well, this is again mistimed, and there is a fielder there, and oh dear. Well, he gets through him, and that's disappointing to see for Abuzar, who's out there at long on, and that is going to be another boundary. Lofted up in the air from Gupta. Bit of work to do for the fielder, but makes no mistake. That's an excellent catch by Manas Mishra. He's having a good day, isn't he? He's had a good start with the ball, and now in the field takes a nice catch to remove Gupta. So he will go for 39. It's a career best for him on the network, so he'll be happy with his efforts. The end of Gupta. Abuzar comes out with a ball to go, and there's going to be one thing on his mind. And it's going to be about trying to get this towards the boundary. Here we go then. Last ball deep in his crease. It's going to be an outside edge and gone. So Gabani will finish with excellent figures for 2 for 11 once more. Two bowlers being ever so crucial for this Dunabagdani side. And I tell you what, credit as well to Salman Mir behind the stumps. He's had a great time of it. 4 catches for him. He certainly will be happy to see that on the old scoreboard, as that does mean that the Eagles will finish on a pretty disappointing 88 for 6 off of their 10 overs. And we're getting things ready and underway, of course. It's going to be an interesting one, as they were only able to get up to 88 were the Royal Eagles, so it'll be a target of 89 for Dunabagdani, of course. They are a couple light of a full 11, so they'll have to take that into consideration. But, of course, if they are restricted to 61 or less, then it'll, of course, be a bonus point equation. But to be honest with you, in any of these games here today, it's realistically not about those bonus points, because the top 2 are already confirmed, and we know that there's a bit of pride being played for out there here this afternoon. But good to see that Dunabagdani giving it a good go with the ball. But now it's all about doing it with the bat, as well they look to chase a relatively chaseable target of 89. As we're ready to get things underway. Here's Ullah, and this is just left by Hasib, and we're still waiting there, and no, the umpire Amit says no, not a wide. Gave it the old Obi-Wan Kenobi, did Hasib. I mean, I tell you for one, he will be hating that. Rico would have hated that, because he would have been turning around saying, no, what are you doing? Over the top. This is a glorious shot. This is going to be cuatro carreras for Hasib, so he starts nicely. Try and change things up, of course. Nice. Say it's spin to start, but it's a quicker delivery. Humped over the onside. Maximo to start then for Mir. Nice way to open up your account for the afternoon. He gets the old swivel on this one, and this just sails over the rope. Just makes the weekend slightly sweeter. Again, similar delivery, but this time miscued up on the splice, and he's going to go. So it's going to be 6 and out for Mir, and that's a little bit disappointing, but Singh stuck to his guns, didn't he? It's a good catch in the end for the fielder out there. He watched it all the way, and unfortunately that'll be the end of Mir. So 6 and out for Salman Mir. Fuller, Yorker, but doesn't quite get the area right, and this is going to be all one bounce. Cuatro carreras. What a lovely shot that is again from Abdul Hasib. That's twice he's gone over extra cover, and twice he's hit a boundary. That is a really nice shot. Similar area, but this time outside edge, and this is going to run away. This will be another boundaries. As this one is going to be another chase with the fielder, but it's going to be another boundary. What a great over then. This one is up in the air. Oh, gets put down. It was a good effort from Jayakumar, who made the effort to get towards the ball, but momentum, unfortunately, just took him too far. It was off. It was completely mistimed. Now is the way of cricket. It's a harsh leveler, isn't it? Because Jaiswal probably should have had a wicket. Now he's going to get taken to the boundary. That's not very nice on his birthday, is it? It's been very refreshing to see. Thumped again. And that is glorious. That is a seriously talented cricket shot from Hasib. That is 6 more down the ground. And that is a really, really nice bit of work to manoeuvre this straight down the ground. Well, and he gets told that he's bowling too wide, so goes straighter and gets punished for it. It's a magical over, and already Dunabagdani are into the thick of this, as it's 51 comes up at the end of the third. It's a great power play. Get a quiet over in. This one again miscued. Fielder is there this time, and they do plug the gap finally. There had been a fair few that had fallen towards that third man area, and Hasib's little adventure comes to an end, but it's a successful adventure. He goes for 34 off 13. Well, somehow this is going to be out. It's going to be a 3-ball duck, and Czar's picked up a second wicket. Unfortunately, Dijfele has just not played a good shot whatsoever. That's just mistimed completely. It's a leading edge. It's going to be a 3-ball duck. There's Derek. Anyway, back on this one, and at the moment, this is starting to look a little bit nervy. Well, there you go. That's one way to relieve a bit of pressure, and that'll be a huge sigh of relief in the dugout for Dino Bugdani as that one gets the old swivel on it, turns this one nicely into the onside, says Carreras. But it goes on through. Gabani now 4 off 11. He's got a license to go for it here. It does take it on, and it's a glorious shot. That's a really nice shot. That'll be carved away. That'll be cuatro carreras, and a nice way to finish the over. Takes it on. Bit of a teaser potentially, and it's going to be 4 runs. Doesn't, again, come out of the middle of the bat, but nevertheless, finds the gap, and it's going to be 4 runs. Just 10 need. They can do it in 2 hits if they wish to now. Well, he's going to try to, and he's going to get it. That is moosed, is it? Yes, it is. Only just clearing the rope. But that is a Maximo from Gabani, and well, he sort of waited on it, didn't he? Waited and bided his time, but finally has got one out of the screws, and that one will certainly feel nice. 4 and 6, looking slick. Just 4 needed for victory then. Well, he's not going to do it himself, but he's pretty much got them over the line. As Gupta cleans him up, though, sends him packing, says, not going to be you to do it, I'm afraid. As Gabani will go for 18 off of 15. Bit of a consolation wicket for Anup Gupta. As, unfortunately, it's a pretty comfortable victory for Dino Bugdani. They look pretty happy and content, and they should be, shouldn't they? As they are your winners here in match 53.